Lobby. Oh, that's the wrong screen. T-shirts and stickers still available, people. Hit me up at dartsmoker@googlemail.com or find me a message on the Facebook page over there on Facebook. Right, into tonight. Who have we got in the room? And we'll go through points when we're going through qualifying. Who have we got? We've got Mocking Weeks, we've got Raffo, as a Timberlake. Well done, boys. Anyway, the P1 boys entered the 24-hour race over the weekend. Ridiculous challenge. I think 8 stints, was it, in total, gents? So, yeah, really good work. I forget who was in the team, but, yeah, some really good driving from what I saw. Obi-Wan, we've got Winnie, we've got Rob S, Rick 2, we've got Manny, CJ as a stand-in tonight. He's obviously jumping into this one off the back of his 2 wins on Friday night in the GTTCC. He's obviously got the bit between his teeth and thinks he can have another one here tonight. We'll see. We'll see. The P1 boys can be a bit quick. Ricky J also in the room, Pilgrim in the room, and Dodgy in the room. I think we'll be waiting for Winnie. Oh yeah, Winnie's back. He's on track anyway. Azza, evening. Yeah, big shout out to Azza for, don't need to look at his profile, for, yeah, the 24-hour race. Like I say, I forget who else was in it. So into the lobby then, let's turn the usual nonsense on. Could be the final season here on GT Sport with the ever closer release of GT7 coming out in what is it, 4 days time, something like that. I think most leagues, most groups are going to be jumping over to GT7, but there might still be oh, we were waiting for Winnie. He was having to have some ablutions before the race. Yeah, so some of the groups may stick with GT Sport, still run a few leagues on GT Sport, but I think most people are going to be running in GT7 for the new lobbies and the new seasons. We'll see how that plays out when the game gets released. Annie in the Porsche. Pilgrim in that Mercedes just in front of him. Not quite started qualifying yet, just people. Oh, here we go. Lobby being reset then, just for this qualifying session. 10 minutes. see who can come out on top. So, points-wise, P1 Dylan, who is not in the room tonight. He's sitting in first on 114 points, but only 15 points back is that man Azza in second. He's got himself 99 points, so it could be on for a position change here. He could take the championship. Mocking Weeks is in third. He's on 88 points. Obi-Wan in fourth with 78 points. Manny fifth with 56 points. Raffo sixth. He's got himself 49 points. Don in seventh. He's got 44 points. Dizzy in eighth. He's got himself... Oh, why has he got 54 points and he's behind Don? I don't know. Ninth then for Rob S. He's got himself 39 points. We've got Pilgrim in 10th. He has got himself 38 points. Dodgy in 11th with 29 points. Rick 2 in 12th. He's got 21 points. Reg GT in 13th with, again, 25 points. I'm not sure what's happening with the scores there. Ricky J in 14th. 22 points on the board. Again, also more points than Rick 2, but behind him nonetheless. Kamikaze Fox in 15th, but only entered a couple of races. He's got 13 points. Winnie in 16th, also on 13 points. And Vicar, who has only had 1 or 2 races, no points on the board for him. So qualifying underway then. Outlaps just being finished off. Azza being the first man out on track. Let's get ourselves on track and go for a bit of a lap on board with him. So he's just been through turn 1, Hell Corner as it's commonly known. This first straight then, hard on the brakes, just at that driveway into Griffin's. Be careful not to run it out wide there. You don't want to be banging into that wall, picking up damage. Up towards the cut-in then. Again, tricky corner, just wants to spit you out wide. You've got to be careful on the throttle on the way out of that. Here then towards Sulman Park and then McPhilly Park. Through Skyline. To the dipper, tricky section this. Car just wants to go completely backwards on you, going through there. Down through the S's then. And into Forest Elbow. Onto this long back straight, which is known as the Conrod. If drivers are close enough, you'll see positions change down here for sure. Long straight. Just got to be careful on this little kink, as you don't want to get caught out side by side with the driver. It can be done, but it can easily go wrong as well. Getting the braking right there for Azza. Down towards Murray's then, final turn on this circuit. What's he going to put in? What's it going to be, Azza? Somebody already taken out track markers. It's a 2:01.4 for him, so that's him on pole position for the time being. Mocking Weeks comes through for second, 2:01.816. Almost 0.4 back from Azza. Obi-Wan in third in the Subaru, 2:02.696 for him. Dodgy's left the room, hopefully he's coming back. Looks like he's got a bit of a laggy system. Raffo in fourth, then he's got a 2:03.7. Manny in fifth, 2:04.0 for him at the minute. Winnie sixth, then 2:04.699. Rick 2 in seventh, 2:04.9. Pilgrim eighth. 205.1. Ricky J in 9th at 208.632. CJW Racing at 208.8. And Rob S. No hot lap, he's got a 209 on his out lap. So hopefully we see Dodgy back before the end of this one. So then still on hot laps, purple sectors he's still putting in. Down towards this final turn then, is it going to be another fastest lap for Azar? It is. 2:01.2. Another almost quarter of a second quicker. Oh, Mockin's picked up damage somewhere, so he's coming to get that repaired. Obi-Wan also in the pits, getting a fresh set of tyres on. Raffo coming in, changing those tyres. Manny stops out. What's Manny going to put in? Gets the Porsche a little bit sideways on the exit of Murray's. Not quicker, unfortunately. About quarter of a second down, 2:04.3. His quickest at 2:04.0. Pilgrim's gone a little bit quicker. He's put a 2:04.1 in. Winnie still on that 2:04.6. Oh, CJ gone and chucked in a 2:02.5 for third on the grid for now. Right, where were we? Pilgrim, who's on a 2:04.1. Winnie, a 2:04, almost 7. And Ricky J, 2:06.7 for Ricky J. Rick 2 then leaving us, not sure what's happened there. Looks like those are coming together between CJ and Rick 2, but fucking weeks. Looks like both drivers blaming each other for that one. Oh, everyone getting it wrong in Forest Elbow. Oh, someone else getting it wrong there as well. Who's that? Just fired it into the wall. Someone else that's just left the room. Was it Winnie? Yes, I think it was. Azza coming in the pits as well, getting a fresh set of boots on. Half a second quicker than anyone else at the minute. Mocking Weeks second on that 2:01.8. This lap compromised now with that coming together with Pilgrim. Obi-Wan third then in the Subaru. Sounding good running up the first straight. Oh, I've got drivers. That's CJ. Still third. Someone went peeling off at turn 1. Not sure who that was. There's someone still parked there. Who is it? Rob S. Front and rear damage he's got. Not sure what's happened to Rob S either. Azza then put on a fresh set of boots. Looking to push that Jag even quicker here then. Now gets to have a go for this fastest lap. So he just compromised with a bit of contact between himself and Pilgrim. Oh, into the walls though. That's not going to help Mocking out. CJ parked up in someone's driveway, currently in third. Obi in fourth. Rob S in fifth. Oh, you can just see him sat the other side of the Marshall's Point. Ricky J's parked behind him. Raffo sixth. Manny seventh, still out on track. Pilgrim parked up as well for 8th. Winnie in 9th. Oh, he's just chucked himself back in the pits, so it's Rick J in 9th at the minute until Winnie crosses that first time in line. Was it Raffo still out on track, was he? Obi-Wan's still looking to put laps in. So we are over the 10-minute mark. They do get to finish any lap they're on. Does go quicker, Obi-Wan. A 2:01.7, throws himself into 2nd. Chucks himself in front of Mocking Weeks, who's parked up. And CJ, who's also parked up. Was Raffo still out on track? We have Manny still out on track as well. Oh, he's on an out lap, so this one won't count. Raffo's also on an out lap, so this one won't count. So that looks like grid order then, people. Azza in 1st, Obi in 2nd, Mocking Weeks 3rd, CJW in 4th, Rob S in 5th, Raffo 6th, Manny in 7th, Pilgrim in 8th, Winnie in 9th, and Ricky J in 10th. Here we go then, the finals for the P1RC Sunday Gr3 League about to get underway. 40-minute enduro, 3 times tyre wear, 2 times fuel. I think I've got that right. No mandatory pit stop or anything daft like that. It's entirely up to you how you strategise this one. There is that grid order then for the finals. Fortunately, Dodgy's not returned, and nor has Rick J, or Rick 2, apologies. Revs are up then as they get ready for this lights out. They're away then. Oh, bit of wheel spin there from Raffo. As they're then leading us into turn 1. CJ looking for a way through, squeezes himself into 2nd, but he's got drivers either side of him. Got an Obi-Wan there, and he's got a Mocking Weeks there. Who's going to have the run? Obi-Wan just using the bump draft on CJ to help him get past Mocking. Oh, Dodgy's joined the room 2 minutes too late, less than that. Shame. Azza already got 1.8 second lead in that Jag. Obi then gets himself through to 2nd past CJ. CJ 3rd, Mocking in 4th, Raffo 5th, Manny 6th, Rob S 7th, Winnie in 8th, Pilgrim 9th, and Ricky J in 10th. Oh, Ricky J is a bit far back, 2.7 seconds. A bit of work to do in the Corvette then. Azza stomping it already. 1.9 seconds. We're only halfway around lap 1. He's gone for the soft tyre as well, not the super soft, so not sure what he's done to this car, but he's certainly got the pace. Obi-Wan still 2nd then, CJ 3rd. Firing down this long straight. Let's get ourselves on board with CJ. He is quite close to Obi. Closes up, backs off through this little kink. We're going to see him make a move into this turn here. Backs off, Obi-Wan goes defensive. CJ unable to make it through there. Mocking Weeks keeping it in check as well. Now CJ having a look down into the final turn. Side by side through there. Again, tiny bit of contact. Now comes Mocking Weeks up the outside of CJ. Can he follow Obi-Wan through and take 3rd? That gives plenty of room to CJ, but he does carry the speed through there. Takes that 3rd position off of him. Got to try again then, CJ. Raffo in 5th behind these boys. Let's get ourselves on with a CJ again, actually, as we go through this tricky section up here. Closes up on Mocking. Cut in, Dodgy's now left the room again. Obviously, the boy's not looking to restart. Oh, CJ gets a little bit tail happy out of the that turn there. Loses a bit of ground to Mockin and Obi. Keeps himself out of danger of Raffo behind. Raffo's got a little bit of a penalty to lose. Oh, through Skyline then. Oh, tricky picking that car up. Oh, a little bit squirrely through there as well. Big chunk of curb for CJ. He is losing ground on Obi and Mockin into the S's. Tricky section. Wow, through there pretty cleanly. Obi makes it through there cleanest out of the three though. Mockin Weeks third. Loses a bit of time to Obi. CJ just 3/4 of a second back, so still within slipstream range. He has pulled 1.2 seconds over Raffo then in fifth. Still holding 0.9 of a second in that Peugeot, but he has got plenty of room behind him. 3.2 back to P1 Rob in the Jag as well. Little purple sectors there from Rob. He's looking for a fastest lap here. Pilgrim 7th, then Winnie in 8th. Rick J in 9th. What's happened to Manny? Manny's ended up, oh, he's got front and rear damage. He's put it in the wall somewhere at the top of the mountain. Ricky J gets through then into 9th, but still 3.8 back from Winnie. Azza then just stretching more and more. 2.8 second lead. Obi-Wan then has pulled a second over Mockin. Mockin still got CJ for company. On board with Obi then. Looking back at the chasing Mockin and CJ. Out of that slipstream range at the minute is Obi. Might have to get ourselves on with Mockin Weeks. Looking back at a chasing CJ. There's Raffo just in the background, still holding that penalty. There's those tricky S's. CJ carrying a lot of speed on the way through there. Does well to keep it pointing in the right direction, not ploughing into a wall. Still keeps it within 0.5 of Mockin as they hit this Conrod straight. Now, has the Mitsubishi got the legs over the Mercedes? Just 0.6 of a second back. Starting to close up now is CJ. That gap between himself and Raffo has gained dramatically. I think Raffo might have had a mistake. CJ then closes up. Oh, Mockin's got it wrong though. He's got that one all wrong. Onto the grass he goes. Got to take his time getting back on. Raffo goes through then. CJ also. Oh, Rob goes through as well. No damage on board for Mockin, but CJ piled the pressure on down the Conrod straight. Enough to put Mockin Weeks on the grass. Azza then comfortably out front, 3 seconds. Another fastest lap at 2:01.5 for him, so he's only getting quicker as the tyre wear increases. Obi-Wan then second, now 2.2 seconds in front of CJ. CJ's got 3.5 between himself and Raffo, so it does look like Raffo's made a little mistake somewhere. Not picked up any damage. He's still holding that penalty though. Rob S just 2.2 back from him. Mockin Weeks looking for positions back here then after that mistake at the end of the cut-in, sorry, the end of the Conrod. Pilgrim 7th, 3.1 back. Another 2.7 back for Winnie in 8th. Closing the gap up on Pilgrim actually is Winnie. Keep an eye on that. Ricky J then 9th, 5.6 seconds back. Manny picked up damage, so he's had to go in the pits to get that repaired. He's back out now, 10th, but 27 seconds down from Ricky J, so a lot of work for Manny to do. Azza pulls another half a second. What fuel has someone given him? Obi-Wan as well, just not able to do anything about Azza's lead. keeping himself out of danger from CJ though. 2 seconds the gap between these two. What is that on the back of your car, CJ? Whose faces are they? Never going to get a good look at those, are we? Still at 3.5 then for Azar. I think he's gaining time through this first section. Pulls a 10th over Obi-Wan just through that first turn. Cut in then, tricky corner. CJ through there cleanly. Mocking Weeks has got himself back up into 4th then, so he's got himself back past Rob. He's now 7.5 seconds off those top 3. CJ being the closest of the top 3 at the minute. Rob S then 1.4 seconds back. Pilgrim another 4.1 seconds. Going to be a little bit more now after that contact. J 9.9 back, Raffo 2.7 back. Been in the pits then, fresh set of super softs on for Raffo. Winnie and Manny, the 2 Porsches, battling it out then. Super soft tyres on for Winnie, fresh set as well versus a slightly worn set of softs on for Manny. Win out here, Winnie on the slightly faster tyre. Keeping himself ahead of Manny for the time being. Azar, another second, 4.4 seconds as he crosses the line. Obi-Wan still got CJ just 2.1 seconds back. CJ's just not able to close that gap up either. Mocking Weeks 7.3 seconds down. Here we'll be pushing that Mitsubishi now. We'll see if he can close the gap up on CJ. Rob S in 5th then. Losing a bit more time to Mockin. 2.1 seconds down. It was 1.4 last time we looked. A little bit sideways through there. Pilgrim 6th then. 5 seconds down from Rob S. Got a big gap behind him. 11.9 back to Raffo. Also fresh set of tyres. Ricky J, or a little bit of damage on for Ricky J. That's going to be slowing him down. When he then kept himself in front of Manny. Manny's still within slipstream range. But Winnie should be able to keep it running quicker through the turns. Manny's not letting him out of his sight though. Just 0.4 of a second in it between these two. Again, Manny just having to let off the throttle a little bit through some of these turns, whereas Winnie might just be able to keep it on, being he's got the extra grip. Which does give that little bit of a gap, stretches up to almost 0.6 of a second. Sliding it through there and there. Stretches then, Winnie pulls away, 0.9. Manny needs a good exit here to keep that gap between himself and Winnie, but unfortunately he's just outside that slipstream range, a second between them. And again, Winnie on that faster tyre. Now Manny's not got the slipstream. He Might just lose position to Winnie, lose time. See, not sure how long a set of supers is lasting. Pilgrim's in the pits this lap though. Get ourselves back up with race leader Azza. Disgusting 5.3 second lead. CJ has brought that time down a little bit, so the super softs of Obi's and the softs of CJ looking very similar. CJ is pulling time back on Obi. A gap up to 1. Oh, it's stretching again there. 1.92. Just keeps himself in front, then pulls another bit of time over CJ through those twisty sections. Big long Mercedes must be a bit of a handful through there. Mocking Weeks is pulling time down 6.3 seconds. It was 7.5. 14 seconds back from Azza. I don't think anybody's catching him tonight. Rob S losing a bit more time, 5.4 seconds back, also in the Jag. Raffo 6th then. Out of that fight with Ricky J, 6.6 seconds back. Ricky J still holding that damage. Winnie then 17.9 seconds back. Still got Manny for company. There was Pilgrim in the background. He's just been in for a fresh set of tyres. 2.9 seconds down. Just clipped the wall though, so he's lost a bit of time. .15 minutes in then. Azza has got himself a 5.7 second lead. Just fastest lap after fastest lap for Azza here. 2:01.410 for him. That was lap 5. Oh, Obi slides it through the cut-in. It's going to bring that time down between himself and CJ. Can he get that time down, CJ? Mocking Weeks is certainly bringing that time down. It's down to 6 seconds. He's absolutely thrashing the life out of this Mitsubishi. He's gone for the mullet setup on tyres as well. He's gone for the softs on the front and the super softs on the rear. Stop that back end stepping out. Gets that gap down to 5.8 seconds. Really pushing here then, Mocking. 24 minutes left of this race. CJ keeps that gap between himself and Obi. Does just bring it down another 10th there down the Conrod. Still keeps it at 1.8. Neither driver entering the pits yet, as they're also stopping out. Kicking up the dirt on the exit of Murray's. Just looking to take a few tenths out of those drivers in front. The gap is still at 5.8. Then still losing time, under no threat from behind though. Raffo 19.2 seconds down. Oh, Raffo's got damage. He's going to come in the pits and get that repaired. Ricky J then comes through. He's going to take that 6th position off of Raffo. He's still carrying damage actually, Ricky. So it must be hurting him along these 2 long straights we've got here. Not so much this one, but the first straight running up the mountain and the Conrod straight running back down. Looking for as much aero as possible really. That little bit of front end damage must be costing him a bit of time and speed. Winnie then comes out the pits right behind Raffo. Side by side with the Peugeot. Pulled a bit of time between himself and Manny. Getting that Peugeot between them as well. Looks like he's done it. And he has, as they hit turn 2, gets himself into 7th. Raffo comes out the pits, slots himself in between these two Porsches in 8th. And then Manny in 9th. Oh, Winnie's got the cutting wrong. Raffo's coming back at him. Oh, there's a little bit of contact between the two there. Raffo does get himself back through though. Winnie into 9th. Now he's got Manny literally pushing him around. Front tyres on Winnie's car not looking too good at the minute compared to the softs of Manny's. Pilgrim closing up on these boys as well. See a bit squirrely through there does Pilgrim, but he does close the gap up. There is that chasing pack. Winnie is in slipstream range. I think Manny's just within slipstream range of Winnie as well, so they'll both close up on him down towards this down at the bottom of the Conrod. Doesn't go for a move here though, Winnie. 4 drivers through there cleanly. Raffo just keeps himself in front. Mocking Weeks and Rob S in the pits now. Those drivers are back out the pits, so no positions lost. So Azza up front, still not stopped yet. Just hitting this halfway mark. He's got himself a 6.8 second lead over Obi. We're going to see him come in at the halfway point, stick a fresh set of tyres on. He's got plenty of fuel to finish the race. Obi-Wan, his tyres looking a little bit worse for wear now. He has got CJ. CJ's closed right up on him, a second, less than a second between them. What are the strategies going to be here? Obi-Wan stays out. CJ comes, oh no, apologies. Obi-Wan comes in. CJ follows him through. Azza also in the pits. Not in his pit box yet. None of these boys are. Azza in now. Does take on a blip of fuel then just to see this race out. Goes out the pits cleanly. Obi-Wan just coming out of the pits, followed by CJ. CJ still just a second down. So super soft tyres on board for Obi. What did Azza put on? Another set of softs. He doesn't need the supers. The softs are running fast enough for him. CJ just a second down. He's also gone for the soft tyres, not the supers. Obviously looking to run these faster for longer. The super softs will obviously be... Oh, Obi's got the cutting wrong. He's picked up front end damage. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. It was looking to be a good fight between Obi and CJ. Now CJ released into second then, and he's just going to pull time over Obi now. 2.9 seconds. Will Obi decide to come in straight after the pits as well? What a shame. Oh, run it wide through there as well. Won't be happy. He's driving angry by the looks of it. So that just gives Azza more lead. 8.2 seconds. CJ now closest man on track to him. Just hasn't got the pace in that Mercedes versus the Jaguar. Obi-Wan still carrying good speed down here, but now 4 seconds back from CJ. We'll see whether he chucks himself in the pits. car does look a little bit loose with that front end damage, so we'll see what he does. Looks like he's staying out. No, he does come in. Still got 18 seconds behind to Rob S, so can he get back in, back out, repaired before Rob S comes through to take that position? It'll be a good battle between these two. Those back four are still battling out. Rob S slides it through the final turn. Obi-Wan gets another fresh set of tyres on, picks up a teeny bit of fuel, I don't know why, but damage repaired now. Oh, he's going to be absolutely side by side with Rob S. Rob S actually carrying a bit more speed through that first turn. Obi slots himself into the slipstream. Just a 0.4 of a second back. Super softs on board again for Rob S. Sorry, on for Obi. It's softs on for Rob. Now where's Mocking Weeks? Just 5.1 seconds back. Can't quite see him on track yet, but it does look like he's closing up. 4.7. There he is, just coming through that turn. Obi-Wan closes right up on Rob S's rear bumper then. Wants to get past him as soon as possible on this Conrod straight. There is Mocking Weeks, just 4.5 seconds down. Can the Subaru make the move on the Jaguar here? He is closing up using the slipstream. Hazards on for Rob S. He's going to let Obi go through. Back into third he goes. Now 23.8 seconds down from CJ. Where is Mocking Weeks now? So he's 4.3 back from Rob S. 37 seconds down from race leader. Some gaps on track. Why we've got blue flags, I don't know. There is Rob S just in front, and there is Obi as well. You can see both drivers on track. He's only 3.5 back from Rob S. Rob S is only still 1.1 back from Obi. Mocking Weeks pushing here then. Let's have a run through then. Azza being disgusting out front, 9.5 second lead, nearly 10 seconds over CJ. Obi-Wan into third then, now putting in purple sectors. Rob S in fourth, 1.6 seconds down. Mocking Weeks fifth, 3.3 seconds down, and closing on Rob S rapidly. He's gone super soft front and rear this stint. He can't go for the mullet setup in the pits, only at the start of the race. Raffo then another 10.1 seconds down in sixth. Pilgrim seventh, bit of a penalty to lose, 5.2 seconds down from Raffo. Manny in 8th, another 8.5 seconds down. Winnie in 9th, 19.3 seconds down. Sorry, 17.3 seconds down. And Ricky J another 3.7 seconds down. He has had that damage repaired now though. So, all spread apart a little bit now. They've been into the pits. First and second looking very comfortable, 20-odd second lead. Obi in third then. Fastest lap so far, 2:01.1 for Obi. Pushing that Subaru hard then. Rob S 2.5 seconds down. Mocking Weeks just 2.4 seconds down. Still 5 seconds back from that battle he was in with Obi. Reg GT, evening brother. Sorry I missed tonight, guys. Only just in the door. No problem. Fortunately, Dodgy had some glitchy internet. Left the room and came back literally in like turn 2 after we'd started the race. So unfortunately we missed Dodgy. Rick 2 decided to leave us as well after a bit of a coming together with CJ. Rocking Weeks then just 2 seconds down from Rob. Let's change that up a little bit, get ourselves on with Mocking on this chase cam. Obi-Wan's just in front of Rob S, couple of seconds. Get down to 1.7 then between Rob S and Mockin. There is Obi just going over the brow of the hill. Nobody catching Azza tonight by the looks of it. He's got 10 seconds plus over CJ. Loses a bit of time down the straight, does Mockin. Gap at 1.8. Azza 9.6 seconds over CJ. Both drivers on the soft tyre, both looking in really good condition as well. Only 10.5 minutes of this race remaining. Finals here tonight of P1RCs Sunday Gr3 League. Obi, unfortunately, binned it, put it in the wall, picked up damage, and that put him out of second place. He managed to get in the pits, repaired and back out and hold third. He had to get himself past Rob S for that position though. Now pulled 3.3 seconds over him. Rocking Weeks now 1.5 seconds back. Down again through here. Closes up on Roberts again, just 1.1 seconds between them as they come round Forest Elbow onto the Conrod Straight. Whining gearbox of these GR3 sounds amazing. Still a second between these two. Yeah, the Jaguar's got the legs over the Mitsubishi down this straight. Pulled a 10th back over Mocking Weeks here. Mocking Weeks does close up through the turny sections though. Bring that gap back down, still just a second. Slides it through that final turn. Uses a bit more of the track there than Rob S. Gap just below a second. Creeping up. Again, the Jaguar just seems to have a little bit more acceleration than the Mitsubishi, but this is where the Mitsubishi shines now then, into the twisty turny section in the top of the mountain. Big Jaguar, probably very similar to the Mercedes, quite a handful. Goes a little bit wide through there, Rob S. Mocking Weeks, 0.6 of a second now then. Nowhere for him to go through here, unfortunately. It's just about closing that gap up on Rob in front. And there he is, almost bumper to bumper with that fourth place man. Now closes up again down towards this Forest Elbow. It's a good exit out of here. And gets it right behind the Jaguar now. No escape this time, I don't think, Rob S. Slipstream starting to kick in now then. Just swings himself out to the right, looking for the inside on the kink. Rob S lets him go through. Back up into fourth then for Mockin. Took him a couple of laps, but he's done it. Let's see where Azza is. 9.6 seconds out front still. He's not managed to make that much of a break now. CJ's the chase man. Obi-Wan losing a bit more time though. 23.1 seconds. Only half a second lost. Oh, he's Mocking in the background. Still 5 seconds down. 6 minutes remaining. It's going to be a tall order for that to work. He is bringing that gap down though. Come back and keep an eye on that. He's pulled a great big chunk of time over Rob S here as well, 1.4 seconds. Raffo another 30 seconds down in 6th. He's got Pilgrim just 3 seconds down. 6 seconds down. Thought you were going off track there, Pilgrim. 3.8 seconds down. A little bit of off-roading just coming through the exit of Murray's. Oh no! He does put it backwards on the exit of Hell Corner. Picks up all the damage, That's a whole lap all the way back round to the pits for Pilgrim. That's probably going to put him at the back of the pack. Winnie goes through then. Ricky J not that far back either. 9.2, 8.8, 8.4. That gap tumbling down then. Manny, he's another 45 or so seconds down, but it's a long way back to those pits. Back up to this third place chase here then. Mocking Weeks gets the gap down to 4.8 seconds. And only 4 3/4 minutes remaining. I think it's too little too late for Mocking here. Gap creeping back up to 4.9. Needs that to be coming down a tenth at every corner really. But it's looking good here for Azza. He's pulled another. What's happened to CJ? CJ made a little mistake maybe. From 9.5 it's gone up to 10.7. Yeah, a little tiny mistake from CJ maybe. I think I've just seen who's on the back of your car. Is it Stewie and Steve? Well out of danger of this fight though. Obi 23 seconds down. Mocking Week still 4.8 seconds down. Yeah, not closing that gap up on Obi. Now 3.2 seconds down in 5th. Did well to try and defend from Mockin, but Mockin just too quick for him in the end. Raffo 34 seconds down. He's sideways through there. His tyres starting to give out on him. Fuel light flashing at him as well. Winnie then in 7th. 14 seconds down, but he's got 11 seconds over Ricky. Pilgrim is in the pits, taken on board fuel, repaired, fresh set of tyres. He's going to come out just in front of Manny. Manny's got a fresh set of supers on as well, not a lot of fuel. Pilgrim's still got 2.2 seconds worth of penalty to lose as well. This could be Manny's here for 9th. So just 2 minutes remaining. We are going to see another lap from Azar. And 1 or 2 other drivers. Obi. Oh, sorry. I thought he was in second. He wasn't. CJ overtook him ages ago because Obi ended up in the pits. Whoa, that freaked me out. 11.8 seconds down though for CJ. Obi kept that gap about 23 seconds, but again, not being able to take any time out. That damage has cost him. Second Weeks pulls a little bit more time back as well, but it's only 4.5 seconds. And they are only going to see one more lap. Possibly not all of these drivers. Rob S looks good for 5th here. He's got 36 seconds behind to Raffo. Raffo's got just enough fuel on board for this lap. He's thankful for that as well. His tyres are not letting him go around corners anymore. 7th for Winnie. Again, big gaps either side. It's all about just keeping it out of the wall now for these drivers. Ricky in 8th, Pilgrim 9th, but I don't know whether he's going to hold on to this one. Losing his penalty down into Murray's. That allows Manny to go through, but he's going to make a great last lap here for 9th and 10th. Pilgrim's still got that penalty to lose. Drops another little bit of it through there. It's just fine race leader. He's already through for his next lap. 20 seconds left on the race clock. This is going to be it then. Let's go and find who's going to be the first man to cross the line. Raffo, I think. Go then, race timer about to run out. There it is. Final lap flashing. Should be flashing. Why is it not flashing? Raffo sideways through that final turn and comes up to the line. Takes 6th position then. Raffo picked up damage early on, put him back a little bit. Winnie's going to come through to take 7th. Managed to stay in front of Manny in the end. Ricky's going to come home for 8th. Unfortunately, we've got Pilgrim a long way back, and I think the next driver might be Mr. Timberlake. There he is, race leader coming through then to take the win in the finals here tonight. I think he actually takes the championship with that win as well. Azza then taking the win. CJ ran that final turn for 2nd. It was brewing to be a real good battle between himself and Obi-Wan, but Obi got it a little bit wrong, put it in the wall. Did manage to hold on to 3rd though. Great drive from Obi. Drivers crossing the line, but let's stick with Obi for now. Bit of a wiggle as he comes across the line. Backwards, Manny's already crossed. Mocking Weeks then comes home for 4th. Just makes it for 4th. Rob S is going to take 5th. So Raffo's crossed the line for 6th. Winnie takes 7th. Ricky J takes 8th. Pilgrim takes 9th, and Manny comes home in 10th position. And that is the final race of P1RCs Gr3 League. And again, as stated earlier, I think all the new leagues are going to be on GT7 when it comes out. There may still be stuff on GT Sport. Don't hold me to that, I don't know. Yeah, it was brewing to be a good battle between you and Obi-Wan there, CJ. A little bit gutted it ended, to be honest. But it is what it is. So yes, that's the P1 Sunday League done and dusted. End of March, I think, is the new season's Sunday night and Thursday night leagues. I forget what they are. And that's going to be the same for the Chewett Racing Mini Cooper Cup and the Team Oliver Racing Gr3 League and the GTT-CC. I suppose most sim racing groups will be chopping over to GT7, so come and check that out when it happens. No problem, Azar, no problem. Yeah, so most leagues there's going to be probably about a month and a half delay in between, just while people get to grips with how the thing works and getting cars set up. And obviously everybody's got to go out and get the right cars, maybe buy the right cars. If you haven't got the money, it means you're doing all the challenges, so you know, got to spend a bit of time getting this thing set up for the new leagues. So yes, probably end of March for the first. No problem, Pilgrim. Yeah, probably end of March for the first few leagues kicking off. But as I know, I'll let you know on the Facebook page. So keep your eye on that. And yeah, as soon as I get any details, I'll let you lot know. That is going to be that for tonight. So I am back tomorrow night, 8:30 for the Chewett Racing Mini Cooper Cup. 8:30 again on Wednesday for the Team Oliver Racing Gr3 League. Friday night at 9 o'clock for the MRC's GTT-CC. And yes, no more Sundays. Done and dusted. No problem, Robert S. No problem, Manny. You will see me in GT7. No problem, Mocking Weeks. No problem at all, boys. No problem at all. So that's going to be it from me. If you want to help my channel out, you can get yourself over to buymeacoffee.com/darksmoker and drop donations on there if you want. I'd much rather you got hold of me at darksmoker@googlemail.com, and I can send you some stickers out for the same price. Got t-shirts available as well, people, so hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com or via the Facebook page if you want any of that. Other than that, I hope you've liked what you've watched. If you have, give it a like, give it a subscribe, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.